Welcome everyone to a new edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Roll Cage TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of room. A lot of room in my heart, room in my bank, and my tank. Don't have much room in my bank. I had to buy this expensive game. All hail the Bing overlords that let me get credits to buy this. Without spending any actual cash money, just like 6 months of tapping on the screen. This is MotoGP 25 trademark. MotoGP trademark 25. That's how the game is listed on my Xbox menu, literally, with a trademark symbol in it. This is only one of a few games that I played the year that they came out. I played TT Man 3 the year it came out, and I played, I think, WRC 9 the year it came out, and MotoGP 25, playing it the year it actually came out. In fact, not too long after it came out. Enough time for a few bugs to be shaken out. There's still a few bugs, which I've reported, because I'm a good egg. And this is it. If you're not familiar with MotoGP, it's a long-running series. If you're not familiar with the actual MotoGP tour, it's a tour of racing bikes, circuit racing on powerful racing bikes, not commercially available bikes. Unlike the TT Man 3, which I did a couple seasons back. And also, unlike the TT Man 3, those were so-called street bikes, but they were beefed up. This, unlike TT Man 3, this game is actually obtainable, actually playable by me, because I stink. And in fact, I played MotoGP 2020, or MotoGP 20, and it was way too difficult for me. But guess what? They added something in this game. And they added, do I see it on this screen? I don't think I see it on this screen. I'll show it to you. I want to show you the settings I have. They added something called arcade mode. And whoa, wait, don't leave yet. It's not really an arcade game. It's not like Road Rash where I'm knocking people over with chains or anything like that. No, it's still a racing game. It's just that it has controls that are much easier, and it's simplified. And I wish it had certain things that are from the sim version, like just being able to set your tires and stuff like that. But that version has handling that's realistic, and I couldn't do that with my controller. Even if I think I have one of those arcade bicycle things in my tiny little apartment that I could actually lean forward, back and forth, I don't think I could play with that. So, and 2020 didn't have that. 2025 does. And so I'm taking advantage of it. So let me go ahead and set up. Now this doesn't give you that. I have already customized my driver, and I started to play a little bit. My rider is, of course, named Roll Cage, and she is listed as a female because I always play, when I have an opportunity to play with a female avatar. As you might be able to tell from my voice, I'm actually an old man, but I support the cause of women doing more gaming. And so when games have female characters, avatars in them, I always pick a female to try to be an ally to women gamers everywhere. So that's why I do that. Number 23, because that's my favorite number in the world. Made her age 23 because they defaulted it to 19 or something. So I figured, well, no, it's close enough to 23. I made it 23. And didn't do her riding, never changed her riding style. It's whatever. I have a custom number. If you look on the bike, you'll see that I have a number that I've actually made public, shared, just this one. It's called Green on Yellow 23. I can change the background color if I need to. to match whatever team that I'm on, but I'm on a team that has primarily yellow, so 23. If you wanna actually download a number 23, because there right now are no downloads for 23, and the numbers that they gave you don't list 23 anywhere, which is a real shame. I'm protesting that. No rider stickers, I might do that. No celebration changes. Gear, again, everything I can make green, I've made green. There is a way to put green on here. I don't remember what it is, but that's the basic helmet, and then I added a bunch of green. My gloves, everything I made green. So, as you see, when you let go of that, I think I can put green on the gloves. I know the protectors and the boots I could put green on, and the whatever I can make green, I make green. It's my favorite green. Green's my favorite color, as is 23 my favorite number. Now, those are controversial topics that I do not allow. I will brook no argument about what the best 2-digit number or what the best color is. Anyway, so that's my user. And these are, customization things, which I have made. On one of the other racing games, I made a custom rider sticker that is a shock cat emote, and I'll probably recreate that here. Another game made by Milestone Ride. So I'm a little bit familiar with their editors, and I'll have to look at that one and see if I can recreate it for this game. Flavio Baldacci, how you doing? You're just here in time for me to start a brand new series that's going to be uploaded to YouTube. So welcome. I don't recognize your ID. Are you a new chatter? I didn't get a notice or anything that a new chatter. We are about to start a new career here. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and do that. Career mode, I am going to start a new career. You lose all progress in the previous career. Yes, I want to do that because I'm doing this on... And how this is going to work, I'm going to go start from Moto3, progress through to Moto2, progress up to MotoGP, and at least keep playing until I win individual and team championship in MotoGP. And since this is going to be released in 2-hour-long episodes a week, it might take a while. Oh, I forgot. Activate the market from the second season. Start with market already active. Play with 20-25 rosters. I don't remember what these were. I thought I prepared everything. Paint teams at the end of a season. Choose whether to start a season with the market already active. Enable it at the end of the season. Or disable it. You won't be able to enable or disable the market during a career on parket. Let's start with the market already active. Real riders will be able to change teams at the end of a season. Choose whether to start a season with the market already active. Enable it at the end of the season or disable it. Won't be able to enable or disable that market during career. Okay, so this is the one I want if I want the market to be active right away. Real riders will be able to change teams at the end of a season. Right. Choose whether to start a season with the market already active, which is what I've got. Enable at the end of the first season, or disable it all. So let's start with the market active right away, because maybe I'll get a better teammate right away. And no, I am playing. This is full of fun. The full part means an official calendar, full season, all the way through, baby. And yes, I'm not going to edit it or anything. If you weren't starting out in MotoGP, choose Pramac. It's the team I think I'll be racing with again in MotoGP eSport. Ooh, are you an eSporter? Well, I don't know. I'm an embarrassing old man gamer here. You may not last long as a viewer once you see me play. Okay, and I am going to pick the same team I started with during my practice. Not the best team, but the best team colors that match my outfit. So I'm going to choose them. Yes, this is going to be a long playthrough. as are my usual game playthroughs. They usually last over a year on YouTube. And I already did the ID card and the rider gear and all that stuff. I went through that, so I'm going to confirm. Market transfers, 4 transfers, changing category. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what this meant. I don't think I got there yet. I tried to play through. I think I said starting with the second season on my practice season. I never got far enough into the second season to know what's going on. But okay, people are changing. That's cool. I am not terribly familiar with the MotoGP series. I'm not even sure I've ever played. I didn't get 2010. I only buy these annual game releases every 5 years because I kind of protest the fact that every year they make you pay full price for a game that almost never changes on a year-to-year basis, just new drivers every year. So let's see. What do I want to pick here? These are my options. I don't care about the reputation necessarily. I either want to go for reputation points or development efficiency. What's the best thing to go for? Do you have advice on that, Flavio? Is it better to go for development or is it better to go for prestige? Prestige seems to get me on a new team faster. Does that driver have a smile? That driver has a weird, sick, like one of those old-time masks with the tragedy and comedy faces. They look like they have a comedy face mask. It's creeping me out. I think I might go for development. Just because that's creeping me out. Oh, this is my teammate. Oh, I'm definitely going to finish ahead of my teammate. I'll go with that. That'll be an easy achievement. He may not like me, but I'm going to go for that. Okay, now I'm going to show what else I'm doing here. Upper right-hand corner, it says arcade. Yes, I'm going to play in arcade mode because I stink, and this is the only way I'd be able to play this game. Here are the basic settings I have. I'm going to try to play with adaptive difficulty enable, and my practice season has started off great, and then I started not winning. So I'm playing with adaptive difficulty. Otherwise, I'd probably be playing at like a 30% difficulty or something. Like I said, I'm not very good. But I don't dare change it now, otherwise it'll lose all the learning data that the AI has gotten for me. I don't want any assistance for steering. Let's show what each thing does. I don't want any assistance for throttling. I don't want any assistance for braking. Semi-automatic, so that I can change gears if I want to. This one I debated over again. Do I play with the starting clutch on, or do I have to hold the clutch on? And I decided, I'll start with the auto clutch, which means auto start, basically. So I can just hold the button down. And yikes, this really hurts me, but I am playing with rewinds on. Like I said, I played MotoGP 20, and it was such a disaster. And when I played TTL 3 playthrough, that was such a disaster. I finished last, over twice as far between me and the person ahead of me, than the person ahead of me finished to first. So, no way. So I do have rewinds on. I'm going to try to promise to only use rewinds if I fall off the bike. If I make a bad corner, I'm not going to use the rewind. Controls collaboration, that doesn't mean much. So that's what I'm going on. Now with the pro mode, I can do things like I have to set the tires and I have to, do all the other realistic stuff. But that stuff is beyond me. So fair warning, that's why it's called Full of Fun. It's a full season all the way from full set of seasons from MotoGP 3 all the way up to MotoGP. But I am not going to be, I'm going to be playing in easy mode. So it's full of fun. Full and fun. Fun for me because I'm terrible. Okay, and let's go ahead and get started here before the timer runs out on my first setup. Okay, let's go to the Grand Prix. And now here's the race settings. Again, I'm going to play every race at 10%. I am going to enable quick track entry for the, what does that do again? during a time session, I can get flying starts and stuff like that. I'm going to move quickly to the track before the last bend, or to go to the track, taking the pit line. And this gives me a flying lap option. Sorry about that. Also, the Stewart, I tried to play in my practice on tolerance, and I got too many long lap penalties. In case you know, there's a part of the circuit that has an extra little piece of track that you're supposed to take, and you have to take it at like pit speed. And I couldn't do it. So again, I'm playing with light, which means you get mostly warnings. If you get your fifth warning, though, they will give you a penalty. So it's not like you don't get any penalties. So there are some penalties, but I couldn't do it. So those are the race settings. I'm also going to not play a full weekend, despite it saying to me that, despite the series saying full, if I were to play with a full setting, it would take more than a year to get through the series. So I'm not going to do that. And this lets me break it up also pretty well. Official practice, so I might skip qualifying one. And that will make things a little bit easier. Because I was playing with an extra hour-long free practices. Yeah, that would be too much. Oh, and I didn't look at the, I'll show you all the settings, the accessibility settings and things I do too. If anyone out there has problems with tinnitus or colorblindness, let me know. I've gone to some people and I've tried to set those settings, but I don't know what settings are really good. I've turned down the engine sounds a little bit because I know a couple people that have some, they can't handle the motorcycle droning for long periods of time. It's too irritating to me. So I did set some settings that would affect that. So is it a wet track already, just starting? Well, that's great. Now let this play through. Now the first practice session, I'm going to do only like 15 minutes. I'll do the first, well, this is going to be a little long. This is going to be a longer episode because I want to do at least 20 minutes or so of practice. And there is a way to do settings here. And I'll show you the settings. Under accessibility, I do have color blindness filter set to 25. It does not detract from the game other than it makes the reds a little yellower, so slightly orangish. And that's with this type of color blindness. This is the most common type of color blindness. There's 3 different settings. If you are slightly colorblind and you know what type of color blindness you have, whether it's the deuteranopia or the protanopia or the tritanopia. Duotanopia is the most common yellow-green. It's a yellow-green blindness, and I put the intensity to 25 effect. More, it seems to detract from the game for us fully trichromatic people. Otherwise, it doesn't, at that level, doesn't interfere with the enjoyment of the majority of people, but it does also allow for, what I'm saying. Anyway, extended dynamic range, and the reason for that is because it allows me to mix these properly. And I do have a custom mixing. Master volume 50% sounds good compared to my voice and all that stuff. I have the player's bike turned down as far as I can get it. Opponent's bike turned down a little bit, and then everything else is up except for the menu sound effects, which is down a little bit. And of course, the music is turned down because I'm streaming this and it's going on YouTube, and I don't want copyright strikes. So it is good music, but I don't want to tickle the algorithms, because sometimes, even if I have a license to the music, the algorithms, somebody tries to say, no, we actually own the copyright to the music that we didn't produce. It's bad stuff. And commentary and videos are off. And now I'm going to scroll up this way through the top, and you can see the rest of this stuff is the tinnitus filter, which I do have on. I have it set for 6 kilohertz I'm not going to go through the different frequencies now because they are annoying, and I have it set to the default decibel lower. So again, if you are colorblind or if you suffer from tinnitus, please let me know. I want to make sure this is accessible to everyone. And I think that's everything that I changed. Oh, I changed the shifting buttons a little bit. And imperial units are measured because I'm from the U.S. and that's what I'm familiar with. Sorry for all of you in the community, in the world, those members in the world community. I apologize, but I'm in the land of freedom, so we use Fahrenheit, not Tommy units. I'm joking around, of course. All right, let's actually get to the track.
The team has just finished preparing the bike and the rider is ready.
And like I said, I'm only going to do like 20 minutes of practice, but I got to do the last 10 minutes because that's when I get the best things in. Get the best times as the track gets warm. And I was jamming there while the yellow pilot was on. I'm just gonna so embarrass myself on the very first episode. I'll show you just how terrible I am. But yes, the AI has adapted to me, and when I practice, I was practicing for hours at a time every day, and I'm afraid that I'm going to be streaming this now only once a week and uploading the videos to YouTube only on the weekends. And so what you're going to find out is when I start a new stream, I haven't played for a week, and I'm going to be not only out of practice, I will not have been playing quite as much because I'm only playing once a week. And so I'm going to stink. And the adaptive AI hopefully will adapt backwards to my terrible play. But we'll see. And I'm still not sure what rivalry I should have set. Development. I don't know the difference. There's no wiki. I try to look things up on the wiki. I guess there's a Steam page. I don't know how much information is on there yet. Probably the reason I'm playing newer games is just because there's all this secret knowledge that you have to know. And also, I usually play with tank cam, just like I play with hood cam or bonnet cam on racing games with a car or truck. Because chase cam disorients me. But this was one of the first motorcycle games I could find where chase cam, the near chase cam anyway, doesn't disorient me. And so it gives me a better field of view. And I never played with in-helmet cam because that just restricts the view too much. But I was very happy that I could find a motorcycle game that gave me the opportunity to play with near chase cam without disorienting me, because that is much easier. You can see people around you. You can almost see turns coming up in front of you, almost. And yes, I think I mentioned I've got the racing line on because I don't know these tracks, and I'm an old guy and I probably will never learn the tracks. So I have assists like crazy turned on, except no assists that affect controller, like auto braking and auto turning and that kind of stuff. I hate that stuff. Talk about disorienting you when you're racing down the line and then suddenly your bike starts turning on you. I didn't do that. Who's doing that? Oh, the AI is trying to help me. Well, thanks. I'll crash into the walls all on my own. Thank you very much. And I have crashed into the walls in my practice. I did play through an entire season just to get a feel for what happens at the end of the season. And spoiler alert, if you do well enough in the first season, you are offered contracts with a new team. And since I activated the market throughout right from the beginning, I might be getting offers in the middle of the season as well. But I'm not going to change teams in this first season at least. I'm not going to change teams. We'll see how far I can get this team developed. And if we like just miss a championship after going through it once, I might play MotoGP a second time, or might play Moto3 a second time. Just like Moto2, I might play that a second time, but we'll see how I feel when I get through the first season. It's a long season. It's like 26 weeks with 22 weeks of races, and probably gonna take, it's gonna be, these are gonna be published on YouTube probably in at least 2 episodes per week. So, I mean, I will publish 2 episodes per week. That's my schedule, but it's going to be like in real time. I'm only going to get 2. Each race is going to take me at least 2 YouTube episodes, which means this season is going to take 23 to 26 weeks. So half a year just to get through this season. So yes, it looks like it's going to be a multi-year YouTube playthrough. So stick with me, folks. There will be, I haven't added it yet. I should have added it. Well, I don't have a playlist set yet on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, there's a featured games, youtube.com/@RollCageTV, in case you're watching. In case you don't notice, down in the left-hand corner there, that's my YouTube address. It's RollCage_TV on Twitch. If you know the guy that actually got the RollCage TV without the underbar, please contact him or his family, because I think the guy died and he's not answering any of my whispers. I'm willing to pay him, but I've been trying to contact him for 5 years. And the on Twitch's help page, they still say that they will retire people that haven't been active over a certain number of years, but they're not retiring his ID. And I've been watching. I look all the time to see if I can get RollCage TV without the underbar, but oh well. Everywhere else, I am RollCage TV. I am RollCage TV on the Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation. I'm going to try to get that on. I should buy a PlayStation just so I can get that ID on PlayStation. And if you're a PlayStation player, don't sit on it. Don't camp on it. I'm not going to pay you if I see that your ID was just created after I said this. But yeah, Epic Games has me as Steam has me as RollCage TV. EA, Codemasters, well, they're EA now. Everybody, RollCage TV. All the socials, even ones you probably don't use, like Blue Sky. RollCage TV. But if you try to contact me on any of the socials, forget it. I don't follow any of those. There was only one that I used to follow a little bit, and I don't follow it now, as a lot of people have X'd out that social media site. So, but I am active on Discord, but I don't have a Discord channel of my own set up. I had somebody I had promised it, sorry, but I promised it under the proviso that I was going to have somebody help me set it up and administer it for me. And he did not administer it. He backed out, so I never actually did get it set up. And if you know anything about Discord, you know that it's very hard to get exactly what you want. You have to use a lot of external bots and stuff to get all the moderation and TAC and all these other things. Also, one other thing to mention early on, my chat is at my side on a tablet. I only have one monitor. And I can't really read my chat while I am in the middle of a race. So I think it disrupts the YouTube enjoyment if I pause the game in the middle of a chat, because this is going out both on Twitch and on YouTube. And so if you chat to me while I'm in the middle of driving, sadly, I will not get that chat until between my driving. So it might be 10-15 minutes until I see your chat. But I'll go back and I'll read it. I do appreciate all the chatters. It makes the streams and therefore YouTube episodes much more exciting to have chat going on. Which is why I do have a chat window up on YouTube. My experience has been that the YouTube viewers also appreciate having, or the Twitch, the YouTube viewers appreciate having some of the chatter on screen, as long as it's not too interfering. And I don't have enough chatter there. It's not like, if it ever starts scrolling uncontrollably so people can't read all of it, and it gets too distracting, well, then I'll either get rid of the chat window or just minimize it very, very much so it's not distracting. But as it is now, I don't get nearly enough chatters. And the bigger windows gives me some chance of maybe actually seeing it. My internet right now is having download issues. Thankfully, the upload is super fast. So I shouldn't be getting any kind of lag or anything on the upload, on the stream itself. But I'm having some download issues. If those download issues get fixed, I do have another tablet that I can set up in a way that I might be able to see monitor the stream a little bit more in front of me so that I can see the chat. But I have 2 tablets right now, both connecting to my internet, and 2 phones also connected to my internet. Well, only one of the phones is connected to the internet. Plus, I have two roommates, unrelated to myself, that I have to be kind to them and not tell them, well, when I'm streaming, you can't use the internet. So there. I actually do pay for the internet myself because I use it the most, but still. I can't completely shut them down. So yeah, right now the internet is having download issues. Somebody's coming out in 2 days from the time I look at this to jiggle the wires, maybe jingle, I don't know what that bell's attached to the wires, I don't know about internet. Jiggle the wires, and oh, I'm past 18 minutes. I was wrong. Did I get past the finish line? I just did. Okay. I want to do that after 20 minutes, go back to the pit, and then come back out the last 5 minutes or so.
We're moving on to the pit entrance.
Yes, have somebody's coming out, a workman is coming out. I'll let this play out the first time through so people can see it. I'll let the cutscenes play out the first time through. I forgot to do that earlier. And now I'm going to go to session and results and live session. Well, I can look at my personal times. Ideal time, if you take the shortest lap or shortest section times and add them all together, I should be cutting 0.2 seconds off of my time, which is great. Where am I at on the live session? I am already way down here. See, I knew once I stopped practicing, the AI was going to crush me. I'm in 26th place out of 26. I think I'll be in 1. Okay, let me fast forward this to get it down under 10 minutes, and then I'll go back out again. Around 10, a little over 10 minutes, because I need time for the flying lap. So let's put it down to 11 minutes. So I can get in a few more actual laps. I could have hit the fast forward a little faster. Okay, that's good. Let's get out there.
The mechanics take the bike out of the pit, and the rider is ready to get on the bike.
So these episodes, I like to keep them around 50 minutes. If it turns out it's the end of a week and I have a 30-minute practice session, and I don't have enough time to do the whole 30-minute practice session, then I will. The streams last for about 3.5 to 4 hours. So if you come during the stream, you get to see all 3 episodes. The episodes I try to keep around 50 minutes. A little under, sometimes a little over. I don't ever want them to go over an hour, though. So if I really don't think, well, that was a terrible start. If I really don't think I'm going to have time to do an entire race, I'm not going to quit a YouTube episode in the middle of the race or in the middle of the practice. Now, see, this is one of the bugs. You can't tell. You might be able to hear it, but I doubt if you can hear it. But I can tell if one of the bugs that's currently out there is if you drive over a rumble strip sometimes the rumble effect, the controller keeps vibrating and keeps vibrating and keeps vibrating as if you were on the rumble strip. Well, after you drove off the rumble strip, and you have to actually drive onto another rumble strip for it to roll off and back on. The other thing that sometimes happens, which is less annoying, is the voiceover guy stops talking. Now, normally I just skip his parts anyway, but yeah, the MC voiceover guy stops talking. And I don't think anyone's ever reported that as a bug because nobody cares. The annoying voiceover guy, you just skip over that part. But I have attempted to report it. I do play on an Xbox. If you notice in the, if you are watching this on YouTube and you look at the thumbnail, you'll notice it says Xbox Gaming in the corner. So I'm completely transparent about the fact that I play on an Xbox. The game is fully cross-platform. I do have cross-platform turned on so that I could play with other people. I usually don't play very much multiplayer though. I stream quite a bit, like 16 hours a week. And I also spend quite a bit of time chopping up those Twitch episodes for YouTube. So I don't do a lot of gaming outside of, like, by not a lot of, I mean almost no gaming. Maybe once a month I'll have a little bit of time to do some multiplayer gaming. And I haven't joined the MotoGP Discord yet. I'm guessing there is one. So I will join the MotoGP Discord. I'm on the SnowRunner Discord now, and I don't think the Dirt Rally Discord even exists anymore. And oh, there's a Civilization Discord probably too. I never joined Civilization Discord. But I play Civilization 6. I don't play Civilization 7. A lot of people don't like Civilization 7, and as I said earlier on, I usually wait a good year till a game, after a game comes out, to start playing it. This has been one exception. I wonder if they're going to release any other DLC. The only DLC for this game so far is like riding helmets and what else was it? Stickers, bike liveries, something like that. Dirt riding helmets, you know, not the road riding helmets. So yeah, not exciting DLC, but I did buy it because it's also very cheap. It's like $1 for one and like $2 for the other US. So yeah, I'm never gonna beat that initial time. I'm going to be starting in last place. I'm going to have to go through Q1. Maybe I'll have a chance of getting into Q2. The way it works, in case you don't know, there's official practice. You can get free practice that really means nothing. I'm playing the official practice. The top 14 times that people get in official practice get them buys directly into Q2, the second qualifying. Everyone else goes into qualifying Q1, and in that case, only the top 4 are added to Q2. And what Q2 is, what you would think of as the official qualifying. They actually try to qualify for the race. You know, what you would think of as a traditional qualifying for, you know, F1 or something like that, classically. I don't know if F1 does split qualifying or not anymore. And then what Q2 does is it sets your, you know, you can win the pole position, it sets your ordering for the race. Fastest people up front, slowest people in the back. This game does always give you the race though, even if you bomb out of Q2 and don't finish in the top anything, they will put you in the race and you'll always be in the back, which I am familiar with, and that might very well happen. I am doing terrible on these corners. Come on. I'm not resetting unless I fall, so I gotta pick it up here. I mentioned I played through an entire season once. And I did check, there were no chats at my break. Just my bots are chatting on Twitch. I played through an entire season once, which means I've been on all the courses exactly once. So I don't know them, and I'm also terrible at memorizing things in video games. I'm an old guy. This streaming is actually a retirement project for me. I know I don't sound like it, but I'm an old guy, and so I do this streaming as a way of keeping myself busy, basically. And I've always had a gift of gab, as they used to say back in my day. So streaming is a good hobby for me. I've always played video games since there were such a thing as video games. I was a teenager, and I remember when video games came to the bowling alleys and pinball arcades of America. My first video game console was a Magnavox Odyssey 2. You can go look it up. Never got the Odyssey 1, and I'm a little upset about it today because that was the very first console release, but the Odyssey 2 came out shortly after. It played 3 games. It played what was popularly known as Pong, and then it also played 2 other variations of Pong. One where you had more than one paddle on each side, they called hockey. You have 2 paddles on each side, and which you could control independently. It was so cool. Or no, you couldn't control them independently. Never mind. And then it had squash, which was tennis, only you bounced the ball against the wall rather than hit it directly at your opponent. Greatest thing in the world. And for those who don't know, Magnavox actually patented the technology for Pong, but they did not commercialize it in the arcade. And the people that commercialized it in the arcade, I want to say it was Atari, I don't remember. The people that made the Pong arcade game actually got sued by Magnavox for patent infringement, and Magnavox won and got a whole bunch of money from them. But of course it didn't matter. Pong was such a commercial success. The money that Magnavox got didn't actually make up for the fact that Magnavox. But Magnavox never produced anything for the arcade, so they had a good idea. The people that made the arcade machine, they knew, arcade machines, playing these games out in the arcade, that's worth a lot of money rather than just sitting in a science lab and playing them on an oscilloscope. You can make a real game out of this. But unfortunately for them, they didn't license the technology from Magnavox, so they got sued for a big amount of money. Well, a big amount of money back then, which was over 50 years ago now. I don't remember when Pong came out on the arcades, but it was at least 50 years. I think Pac-Man is even 50 years old, so Pong certainly is. I see I got another chat. I'm in the middle of a race. I'll get to the chat maybe after this lap, depending on whether I get it in 16 seconds or not, which I probably won't. Maybe I'm close. Am I close to the finish line? No, I just passed the pit. Okay, I've got another lap to go here. And I'm desperate. I'm still going to be in 26th place unless I have a magical lap here. So my last chance. Yeah, I can't respond to comments while I'm in the middle of a race. I'd have to pause the stream, and I don't like to do that. I think that's rude to everyone else, and especially the people watching on YouTube. Because all these streams do go out on YouTube, unless I say otherwise. If you're watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/rollcage_TV is my Twitch address. Come watch the show live. This game is streaming on Saturdays from 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time on till probably like 4 or something U.S. Central Time. I have also Dirt Rally I play during that same time, usually only once a month for Dirt Rally. And then if you're on Twitch and you type !schedule or just !sched, it will display my Twitch schedule in text form, or you can go to my Twitch page and just look at the schedule page. But the schedule page on Twitch is terrible because it doesn't tell you what the recurring days are. It just tells you, oh, he has during this week, here are the streams coming up. So
This ends the
there we
first
go.
practice round of the weekend.
All right.
Let's take a look at the best
Cosbox,
times
I
of the
thought it was
session together.
you. Is there any Class 5 driver I've ever heard of? Well, I'm like a Class 18 driver. You've heard of me, right? I'm not familiar enough with the actual circuit to know Class 5 from whatever. I'm playing in Moto3. I don't know if they have a Moto5. They have a rookie league, is that? They don't give you rookie league in career mode though. They didn't bother to go down to career mode to take pictures of your opponents. Okay, let's get through. Let's go through this. I am going to have to go through G1 or Q1, I mean, because I finished last. Not surprising, the adaptive AI let me down again. And then there's a few things that I have to do in the whatever it's called. I can't think of the word. The place where everybody goes.
Greetings from the Thai circuit of Chang.
Paddock,
with Moto3 Q1 just around the corner, riders are ready to take
oh,
to the
they're giving me
track,
Q1 right now. Okay, I am going to have to. I thought it was after. Oh, it's only after the race.
Session.
Yeah, okay. Well, I am going to end the stream here. And or not end the stream. I'm not ending the stream. I'm going to end the YouTube episode here. You see what I did. You'll see how badly I did. Coming up next is going to be Q1. You'll see that in the next YouTube episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We'll get through this first week for sure during the stream. But for those of you watching on YouTube, leave a comment. Big whoops. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs down and a nasty comment. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Tell me how much I stink as a driver. And I will see you in the next episode on YouTube. It's going to be the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight in the UK, and noon the next day in New Zealand. So those of you on YouTube, stick around. I will be those of you on Twitch, stick around. I'll be back after just a short break, have a little conversation. And for those of you on YouTube, that's going to be it for this episode. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.